Welcome back to my channel at Trading EQ. It's been a long time since I've posted any content here, but I wanted to start a new venture, new journey with you all together through my channel because I've been using a lot of strategies. Some worked, some did not. But at the end of the day, what I learned from my past numerous mistakes that it's about discipline. It's about focusing on one single plan and stick to it and trade with ultimate discipline because without discipline, uh, I was only chasing the market. I was only chasing profits. I was only burning my accounts and going into losses. Let me check if my live is working now. Check. Yeah, I think it's working now. Okay, so first thing first, I thought that I should start sharing my journey with you all again because it's been a long time since I've posted any content about my strategies. If you go to my channel, you'll find a lot of strategies which include positional investment through Stan Weinstein stage analysis, and those that strategies is still valid, but unfortunately my psychology was all over the place, and because of which I was absolutely not profitable till today. I'm not profitable, but what I have found is that why I was not profitable is because of my continuous pattern of making mistakes that I want to improve, and that I want to share with you all how you can fine tune your strategies. And it's a journey. Again, I'm sure that I'm going to improve from this day onwards, because that's the motive that I always keep in my mind, that whenever I restart, I should restart with a strategy, with a plan, and with utmost discipline. So here you go. Let me share. So I see there's no one on this live, but I hope that YouTube would share this with fellow traders, and they can learn a thing or two about my mindset, because I need not need not share anything with you all, but I thought it was my responsibility because I had created this channel, so I had to continue on this channel because I see people have subscribed and they did not they did not unsubscribe and left this channel. So it is my responsibility to any one of the trader who actually subscribe to me with a belief that they can learn something from me. So that is the only reason I'm coming back, and I'm going to share one simple strategy that I'm going to use on Bank Nifty and BTC, which is Bitcoin, and I'll trade on Delta Exchange. Now, I'll share everything about my risk management, my plan going forward, and it's not a plan for a month or two, it's a plan for a whole year at the minimum. It could potentially be multi-year, and then of course I plan to do it like long term, right? It's not about short term. It's not about what I earn today. It's not about how much I profit today. So I'm going to take intraday position. I'm going to trade on Bank Nifty 5 minutes. I'm going to trade on Bank Nifty 30 minutes chart. And on BTC, I'm going to trade on 30 minutes chart using simple ADX methodology. But before that, let me share my past history so that you can sort of relate to it, or just as an FYI. I'm going to share my overall P&L. And I've started trading back in 2020 in Zerodha, but before that I've traded Bitcoin, so I'll just go as far as I can go to till date and share my equity profits. So equity, I've about net realized 2.73 lakhs, which could easily be 30 lakhs. But unfortunately, my psychology was all over the place, and I could not capitalize on some of the gains that could potentially be a monstrous trade. I got out too early, which is fine. It is just part of the journey and is the learning curve. And if I look at the futures and options, I've lost about 2 lakhs. So it's net. I haven't broken my bank. I was not disciplined, but I was too cautious on the risk as well. I did not lose too much money. I did not lose that I was not supposed to lose, right? Because I have a family to run. So I'll never lose money out of I would not go out of my discipline box. I mean, I had a set discipline in terms of the money that I can afford to lose. But within that plan or the strategy that I was capitalizing to in the market, I had no plan altogether. You see the charting here, right? It's all over the place. Like you see a couple of greens and then you see heaps of reds. These were revenge trading. These were chasing the market. These were breaking even the profit or the loss that I had taken the day before. So it's all it did not work out at all, right? So I took a pause in the month of August 2025, right? I took a couple of trades. I tried some things, but I understood here after these losses that there's something wrong in my psychology. Now, what it was, I could not figure out because people will say that, and everyone know who's trading that they have a lack of discipline. They don't have a solid plan, though they feel that they have a plan. I felt that I had a plan, but unfortunately, I did not. So that's the hard truth, right? So if I don't have a plan, I have to create one. So during these 5 months, or I would say 7 months, I took 2 to 3 months like off, right? I did not do much, but I had something in the background, right? That I have to come back with a solid plan. Otherwise, I will not ever come back. That's the thing. So, uh, So again, I had created a plan. It was a hectic few weeks, I would say, that I was working on a plan, and it's a simple plan. So now let's pivot back to my actual plan and why it is very simple. So first, I will look at Bitcoin. Okay, so this is Bitcoin's. So I have to take the actual script. So you cannot take any Bitcoin USD chart because there are multiple, right? So you have to take the chart on. You have to add the chart on your trading view chart, which is the actual contract that you'll be trading, because the prices and the ranges have to be similar. So here this is the BTC perpetual contract for Delta Exchange because that's where I'm trading. So this is exactly the quotation. I will share with you that. One sec. So you see 232278, exactly the same number, right? Because my stop loss and take profit would hugely depend on the actual price I'm trading. And even here, this is not the actual Bank Nifty, it's the Bank Nifty future contract, which is the exactly similar to the November foot, right? The future contract. So that is very important because the strategy that I'm implementing in these charts have to match with the exact price of the exchange because that's where I'm trading. So here the simple method is that it is as simple as it can get. So again, if there is no complexity in the chart, that doesn't mean that that would not work. The more simpler the chart, the more cleaner the mindset will be, and the more cleaner the signals would be, like when to buy, when to sell, when to exit, when to take profit, everything. Because it is not about only taking the entry, it is about deciding where to exit. That's the hardest part, because there are thousands of indicators out there in the market that will tell you exactly when to get it. And more than often, those entries were legit, and it was very good entry. But the main problem is that no one tells that when to exit. So you have to create your exit plan as well at the same time of your entry. So I have created three strategies. One for BTC, perpetual contract on Delta Exchange, over a 30-minute chart. So for this strategy, for BTC, I will not go to any time frame. I will just stick to 30 minutes. And I have backtested this strategy. So backtesting this strategy shows that it is very useful. You know, 51% profit for the past, I would say 11 months, which is quite healthy. So again, you cannot look for a profit of, let's say, 50% in a month, 30% in a month. That's absurd. You have to think of a plan or create a plan which can give you profits over a long term, because any strategy, you cannot create a strategy which is loss proof. You have to take loss. You have to take more losses than wins. It is your disciplines, it is your risk management that will make your strategy more brighter, more profitable. So here, as you can see, this strategy, I'll go deep into this strategy a little later, but this strategy had over 58 trades, and 37 point or 38% were profitable, and rest of it, like over 60%, were non-profitable, right? And my risk to reward ratio, now let's come to that, right? So my risk to reward ratio, so these are all strategies that I have created using a pine chart, and I don't know how to code. I took help from ChatGPT, and it worked like magic. So again, this is like an open thing, right? AI is helping us in big way. So it is in front of you. You just have to go and explore. So again, I'm not a coder. I have you see all these codes. Nothing was written by me because I know nothing of it, right? I just know the prompt. I just knew the strategy because I manually backtested the strategy. So the strategy is very simple. This is the ADX line. You will find multiple videos over YouTube about ADX strategy. And of course, there are many other strategies, MACD, Bollinger Band, RSI, whatnot, right? There are multiple, moving average, EMA crossing, and there are multiple, and all of them, I think, have potential. But I did not find, I find this very interesting because everyone has a different taste and everyone has different interest, right? So here, the goal is that this is the ADX line, and this is DI plus, and this is DI minus. So I have created a scripted, like a script, a pine chart, which would give me trading signals whenever this ADX line crosses over 25 levels, and at the time of crossing, the DI plus and DI minus have to have a at least gap of 20 plus, 20 or 20 plus. That's when it will trigger a signal like this, that here you buy, here you take a short, here you take a short, right? This is how it will give me signals, and exit as well. So exit, I'm not dependent on signals, because my exit, again, it might sound very weird, but my strategy, again, I back tested this strategy. So I thought the back testing results showed me that by putting in 900 points stop loss and taking 3,500 points of profit gave me this profitability. And not only that, I went far beyond that. So let me, because I have a paid plan, which is an essential plan. It's not it's just above basic. So let me go back in the past and see if the strategy is working. It worked, and that's why I'm using it. But unfortunately, I cannot check exactly from one point to another point. So again, from Jan 2024 to Jan, like last year, from 24 to 25, it gave a profit about 20% yearly, which is good. I if some instrument, let's suppose you invest in mutual fund, you can only expect 10 to 15% over a yearly basis, right? With all the volatility in consideration. And Bitcoin, it is a volatile asset. So of course, some years it will be profitable, some year it won't be profitable as much. But the goal is to be profitable, right? So the profit factor is important. Profitability, it is not that much of a concern to me, because if I am on the positive side of the of this thing, right, plus whatever thousand USD, then it should be fine, right? So it worked, and that's why I'm using it. So you can feel free to back test it. So I'll also share the settings for this ADX. For 30 minutes chart, the ADX length is 20. The threshold that it will break is 25, and the minimum DI gap is 20. It has to be that. And also it has a discipline factor which I added in, because if ever I am subjective on where to take profit, where to take loss, right, I will be miserable. I know that for a fact, right? My mind is not capable of deciding subjectively, methodically, that this is where we have to take a profit, this is where we have to take a loss. So again, and how much capital, if let's suppose I'm on a drawdown, right? Because of course the strategy is not loss proof. The strategy will have a loss of, let's say, let's show this card, right? So every after 3 to 4 wins, I have about 4 to 5 losses. So I have to see through this stage, this phase. So that is very important, right? So how much capital I'm willing to lose matters. So here, taking a pause in between is very important. So if ever I'm on a losing streak, let's suppose I've lost 5 straight trade on BDC, I will take a 5 days pause. If I just uncheck it, you see the profitability goes down, right? And if I just check it, see, it's not about more trading, it's about disciplined trading. So that's what I'm sharing. And if you're new to this, I'm not sure whether anyone is watching, but I want to create this live so that, if YouTube is, if YouTube is favorable to me, it'll go to different fellow traders, and for you to see like what I'm doing, or whether we can work together. It's about sharing what I have learned through the years to others. And another important checkpoint is that drawdown pause. So let's suppose I have an equity. So it will of course have an equity curve, right? It'll be growing or whatever. It will be going down. So I have to minimize that at all time. So if ever I am at a 7% drawdown from like the peak equity, I will again take a 5 days pause. And I don't have to subjectively decide which days to not trade, which days to trade. It'll come to, it'll show in the system, in the chart. And I have created the strategy in a way that I do not have to look elsewhere. I just have to look at the chart, and I have created signals. So these are the three instrument that I'll be trading. I'm treating Bank Nifty 30 minute as another instrument, because the profitability is different. Let me show you the profitability of Bank Nifty. So this is Bank Nifty 5 minutes. And for Bank Nifty 5 minutes, the ADX length is 14, 25, and minimum DI gap is 20. For take profit is, and stop loss take profit is consistent. 80 points, 300 points. I will not look at any support line, any resistance line subjectively. I will not draw them on the chart because this strategy shows that it is profitable. Just look at the strategy tester for the past 6 7 months. It has been profitable, and if I go back, it will stay profitable. It stays profitable. That's how I have gotten this setting, and you can have this setting at your it is at your disposal. You just do your thing, create your. I mean, of course, you don't have to follow my plan. It's about creating such plan which is profitable. It doesn't have to be like more like profitable by trades. It has to be profitable over a sample size. Like, let's suppose if you're trading on 50 trades, then it has to be profitable on a 50 trade sample, or a 70 trade sample, or a 100 trade sample. So again, for 5 minutes Bank Nifty, this is my take stop loss and take profit. And again, I have this drawdown and loss streak pauses as well. For every 7% drawdown from peak, I will take a 3 days pause, and every two consecutive losses, I'll take 3 days pause. So it is automatic. I don't have to be deciding these subjectively. So this is 5 minutes. Let's come to 30 minutes. For 30 minutes, over the past 3.5 years, you see the profitability. It is in front of you. I cannot make this up, right? So, but this is like a slow trades. You will not get trades pretty often. So here, and by the way, the cost of trade is included in this profitability, because I have added that in the settings. How? I will show you one. So here the commission is 300 per contract, because if you trade a Bank Nifty one future contract, sell and buy, right? You'd have to pay about 600 rupees. So that is close to 600 rupees, and that is embedded in the strategy itself. So again, the this is another instrument. I would treat this as another instrument. This Bank Nifty 30 minutes, because it is giving me a complete different pattern, complete different profitability, and complete different strategy altogether. Because you see the ADX line is different. This ADX line is completely different, right? These two are different strategies, though plotting it on one instrument, but I have to treat this as a different strategy, right? So this, and right now I don't have a trade for today. So again, what happened in the past was that whenever I put in amount. So I have 8 lakhs, and I'll tell you exactly why I have put in 8 lakhs, and I'll be trading using 8 lakhs rupees because of my risk management. So currently, if I have to trade one Bank Nifty, the margin is somewhere around 2,70,000, right? So if I trade, and I'll be trading two lots. At any point in time, I might have two lots trades open. So I have to have about 2,70,000 into 2, 5,40,000 margin available on my trading account. And as you have seen, okay, let me show you the settings for this as well. So here, the ADX length, of course, is different. Uh, Now, this might sound hilarious to most of you, but it is showing profitability, and I'm going to go with that. So for a 90 stop loss, I would go for 2000 take profit. And most of the time, I will be losing the trades. But the settings is accordingly adjusted, and the profitability is accordingly it is in front of you. And I've gone year by year. It is profitable because of one thing. It is like the casino rule, where if you go to casino, and it is from Mark Douglas's trading psychology, wherein uh, how a casino is profitable. When let's suppose a player is walking into the casino, they might win a lot of small hands, but when the time comes, they will give all the profit backs to the casino. So this is like the similar thing, right? So let's suppose my maximum loss is about 3,758. Okay, and I have gone year by year. You can use this strategy and check for yourself. And of course, it is not about following any strategy, it's about building one with discipline so that you can stick to it and be less subjective on your approach. Because as much as you're subjective in your approach, meaning that you feel that you have to exit here, you feel that you have to put a stop loss here, you feel that this is a good trade. You don't have to feel anything. You just have to focus on one plan, which is, of course, that should be your plan, and this is my plan. So here, let's suppose if I'm losing 10, 10 10 trades in a row, because yes, because the profitability is the strategy is such, is designed in such way. 37,580, and again it will include cost as well. Some days I might lose a little more than the actual amount, because my plan is like I would only lose 90 points. But some days, let's suppose there is a gap up or gap down, so I'll have to exit immediately, right? So some days I will experience some bigger losses, but not like breaking the bank, right? It's just something a little more than what I am supposed to lose. But if I win one trade, I will win 69,000. So it's about profiting 31,000 in about, let's say, 5 months, 6 months, right? Depending on the frequency in which I'll get trades. So this strategy only offers me a couple of trades, max couple of trades a month, and 5 minute strategy will offer me 4 to 5 trades, or sorry, 8 to 10 trades a month. So it's not much. There is no rush, and that's the clear path that I see. And even in Bitcoin, it's like 5 to 6 trades a month. So that's how I have created this plan. I don't have to follow the chart because these alerts are active, and in the paid plan you can have a strategy indicator. These are not like indicators you'll find. This is what I have built in, and I have added these alerts. So as and when they trigger an entry point, so I don't need to find exit because my exits are clear. For Bitcoin, I will take profit at 3,500 points. Again, this is the stop loss, 900 point stop loss, 3,500 point is a take profit. For Bank Nifty, it is for 5 minutes chart, it's 80 stop loss, 300 point take profit, and for 30 minutes Bank Nifty, it's 90 stop loss and 2,000 take profit. So I just need the entry point, and I will configure on the trading. First, this is something that I have to check. I have to create a GTT because GTT is only, or I have to just every day when I come in, if the trade is I'm taking an overnight trade, then I have to put in the stop loss and take profit every day, like manually. But on Delta Exchange, if I trade, I had a trade. Let me see if I can show you that. So I had a trade on 9th November. Sorry. Yeah, I took a buy here according to the signal. According to the signal here, and I took an exit here. The exit is dependent on my take profit. So I created a bracket order. So bracket order is one cancels the other. So whenever let's suppose TP hits, then the SL would of course dissolve, and if SL hits, TP would dissolve, then I'm out of the trade. So that's how I'm managing. So I don't need to have a signal on the chart for exit. I just need to have the entry, and that is my plan. So for today, right now, ADX, this line is of course this strategy is built on this ADX line, but I don't have to look at this as well because it is creating all the signals is creating based off of this ADX chart, and I'm just checking it just for the sanity purposes to see if it is working according to the ADX. So this is why. And right now my plan is that when ADX will cross above this 25 from below, that's when I'll take a trade. So right now I see that I have enough time. I can go to wherever and then come back, and still I'll not have trades because the signal is slow. I don't. I don't like any signals which offers more trades, because more trades means more cost to the market, because it is very costly right now to trade Bank Nifty. Previously, the cost was very less. Right now, you have to pay 600 rupees per contract, right? It's like about 17 points to break even. And for Bitcoin Delta and on Delta Exchange, for market order, you have to pay $6 to $7 per trade, right? So it's very costly. So this is what I wanted to share, and this is just a beginning. So right now, according to my plan, I don't have any trade, but I will share my journey from here on a regular basis, and I will keep you all posted. And I'll come to live. I will try to share as much as I can. But at the end of the day, what I wanted to share, which is the most important thing, is that you cannot you cannot trade without a plan. You have to have a solid plan, and you have to have a solid exit, entry, stop loss, everything in place. Because if you put in subjectivity, an iota of subjectivity will 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 take you to losses. It's as simple as that. If you're on a winning streak, if you try to add subjectivity, because subjectivity is about using your emotions, or working through of your feelings, right? Gut feelings, intuition. Those things might work wonder. But if you keep on following your intuition all the time, then sometimes you will also face bigger losses. So it's about like a roller coaster drive. And I have showed you what the roller coaster ride looks like. This PNL is the prime example. I won, I lost, I won. I could not keep my profit, and never I could not able to keep my profit ever. And on positional, again, whatever profits you see, it's a peanut. Some of the stocks that I can show you right now from here, I have bought in at a significant price, and like a lower bargain, but I could not hold on to. I was worried about the losses. So again, this is peanuts. See, it's good potential right now. If I could have holded all the stocks, then it could potentially be over 30 lakhs, or more, 50 lakhs. I don't know. There are stocks in my portfolio that went nuts in the market. But again, I'm not thinking about positional right now. I don't think market is stable. It is it is very risky right now with whatever things are going on globally. So I'm not very optimistic. If I see weekly chart, it's at an all-time high, so it might collapse from here. So I don't know. For positional, I will have to create a plan. I don't have a plan. I don't have a plan on any other chart. It's just Bank Nifty and Bitcoin. So I'll only trade these two instruments, and actually three, because Bank Nifty on a 30-minute and Bank Nifty on a 5-minute. So let me show you if I can, or I can pause this video for a moment. Can I do that? I can do that. Okay, so and journaling your trades is utmost important. So this is my strategy for BTC 30-minute strategy, Bank Nifty 5 minutes, and Bank in 30 minutes. And this is like a log that I will of course my trading my trade like this broker account will give me the the logs, but I want to do it on my own, just to enter and exit and see my emotions as well, to keep my emotions in check. So this is just the beginning. So I wanted to share this, and I wanted to do this for a long time, but I just did not want to come to live and and create hype. It's just pure discipline based trading. If you find this useful, please do subscribe. please like this video, share it with your fellow traders, and let's sort of create a community of disciplined trading. And we all can do that collaboratively, and we all can be more disciplined. I was not disciplined, and I am trying to become more disciplined right now. So let's do this together. Again, hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you on my next video. Thank you.